Hey, it's Coach M here. Do you feel discontent and complacent about your life? Do you feel sad, depressed, or just not as happy as you'd like to feel? If you're a teenager or an adult and you want to feel better about yourself and your life, then you'll definitely want to watch today's video. I'm going to teach you the best strategy for changing how you feel coming up. If you haven't already done so, if you could please hit that subscribe button for me, that would be awesome. I honestly believe the work that I'm doing and teaching has the power to change the trajectory of mental and emotional health as we know it. There are so many tools and strategies that we just weren't taught as children, but learning them now and applying them to our lives is the quickest way to live our best life from the greatest version of who we are. So thank you for helping me to help others. Okay, before we get into this video, I do want to warn you that I talk about a few darker subjects that may make you feel a little uncomfortable. But I talk about them because they're important to talk about, and they'll help you understand the concepts in this video a little bit better. So I just want you to be aware. If you're like most people, you believe that the circumstances and situations in your life have caused you to feel certain emotions. A breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend made you feel sad, disheartened, and lonely. Or the loss of a job made you feel insecure, depressed, and worried. Or the betrayal of a friend made you feel angry and untrusting. At first glance, it does seem like these circumstances made us feel a certain way, that we have no control over the emotions we feel, and that different situations make us feel specific emotions. This seems logical, right? And the majority of us have believed this. It's the idea that our emotions are created from something outside of ourselves, something external, like uncontrollable circumstances and situations. And what's made things worse is everywhere we look, people are telling us the same thing. And media, of course, is a huge culprit of this. They tell us that if you take this diet pill, you'll be thin and happy. Or if you use this wrinkle cream, you'll look younger, which will make you feel more alive and vibrant. Or if you drive that luxury car, you'll feel sexier and more confident. Have we ever stopped to ask ourselves if these brainwashing messages are true? For some of us, we can see right through the media's BS. We know that driving a certain car isn't going to make us feel happier about our lives. But yet we still fall into the trap of believing that if we get into an argument with our spouse, that our spouse made us angry. Or if our child tells us they hate us, that our child made us feel sad or mad. If you're like most people and you believe external situations can make you feel a certain way without your control, then I want to challenge you to think differently about your emotions and understand that you and only you can create the emotions you feel. Now, I can already hear you saying, what? When I experienced the death of my loved one, I didn't make myself feel sad. Or when I was abused as a child, I didn't make myself feel untrusting or fearful. Or when my child was diagnosed with cancer, I didn't make myself feel grief, worry, and heartache. These are extreme cases, I know. But I want you to see that even in the worst times of our lives, we do still have control over our emotions. And I'll show you what I mean. If a situation itself truly causes our emotions, then why do different people react and have different emotions about the exact same situation or circumstance? The loss of a job, for example, one person might experience the emotions of joy, freedom, new opportunities, while another person might experience the emotions of worry, sadness, and insecurity. Or what about the circumstance of going through a divorce? If the circumstance itself caused our emotions, then everyone going through a divorce would feel the exact same way. But that's not the case. Some people feel relieved, actually happy and excited to move on. Others feel heartbroken, rejected, and worried about whether they'll find someone else. So if different people are having different emotions about the exact same situation, then how in the world can the situation cause the emotions? Wouldn't it be the same then for everyone? It would, but that's not the case. So what does cause our emotions then? Our emotions are created by the thoughts that we have about the situation. When your child doesn't put their dirty dishes in the dishwasher and you feel annoyed and frustrated, it's not actually that your child didn't put the dishes in the dishwasher. It's the thoughts that you have about it that lead to your frustration. If your thoughts are, I've told him 50 times to clean up after himself. Why isn't he listening to me? Does he think I'm his maid or something? Why can't he just be responsible? Then of course, those thoughts will create feelings of irritation and anger. If you find out someone dies, it's not the death that causes your emotions. It's the thoughts that you have about the person's death. When you start thinking about how much you cared for that person, how much they'll be missed, how many amazing memories you had together, how you won't be able to talk or see them again, experience life with them again. It's those thoughts that create the emotions of sadness and grief. Knowing that your thoughts create your emotions allows you to understand that you are in complete control over your emotions. By choosing the thoughts you want to have about a situation, you get to decide how you want to feel about anything. And sometimes, yes, we want to feel sad or mad about something. There are a lot of atrocities in the world, and sometimes we definitely want to feel those negative emotions that help us empathize or motivate us to support a cause that we believe in. Now that you understand that it's your thoughts creating your emotions, you get to feel any way you want to feel. And here is the best strategy to help you do that. First, get your phone out and put 3 alarms on your phone. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. Now, if you usually experience a lot of uncomfortable emotions during work, then you might want to choose 3 times during the workday to set your alarms. Or if you feel more uncomfortable emotions when you're at home with your children or spouse, then choose 3 times during that time frame and set your alarms for those times. The goal here is to identify the emotion you're feeling when the alarms go off and discover the thoughts you're thinking in the moment that are creating those emotions. I recommend doing this for at least 1 full week. Use the fillable PDF linked in the description below along with the emotion wheel to identify the real emotion you're feeling and to identify the thoughts creating that emotion. Then you're going to ask yourself 2 questions. Is this thought helpful? And will this thought make me feel the way I want to feel? The more you can do this, especially if you can do it for 1 full week, you'll start to acquire a deeper level of awareness of what you're really feeling and thinking, which allows you to start releasing those thoughts that are making you feel miserable. Remember, this is the first step towards feeling better in your life. If you want to take this to the next level, where you purposely start creating thoughts that will lead to the true results that you really want in your life, then click on the link below and I'll send you a guide for how to take the next step. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with anyone that you think could benefit from it. And if you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. And I upload videos every week, sending you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next video.